Have you ever wondered what's really going on in your head when you feel that undeniable pull towards someone? Well, it turns out it's not just magic. Let's get into the chemistry of it all from a brain's eye view.
Just let that sink in for a second. We all like to think that love is this grand, conscious choice we make with our hearts, but what the science is telling us is that the real matchmaker, it's the incredibly powerful supercomputer sitting right between your ears.
So, long before you even have the chance to think, hey, I kind of like them, your brain is already working at lightning speed. It's running the silent, background analysis, crunching millions of bits of data to figure out who feels exciting, who feels safe, and who is just completely irresistible. All right, let's dive into that very first super critical stage. It all kicks off with just a single glance. In a time span so fast, you barely even notice it, but oh yeah, your brain notices. The second you see someone interesting, your brain just launches this incredibly fast subconscious scan. It's checking out their body language, listening to the tone of their voice, even analyzing the symmetry of their face. It's like this primal checklist for compatibility, and it's all happening before you've even had a single conscious thought about it. And if that initial scan gets a green light, wham, you get your first chemical hit. And that chemical is called dopamine. This is the brain's reward molecule, the exact same one that lights up when you eat your favorite food or nail a big project at work. That little rush of pleasure, that's just dopamine whispering a really simple but really powerful message. It's not love, not yet anyway. It's just a little nudge from your brain telling you to pay attention, because there's something potentially rewarding right in front of you. And that is the spark. So you listen to the dopamine. You looked again. And now things start to get a little bit wild. This is where that nice, pleasant spark can suddenly ignite into a full-on and, let's be honest, kind of stressful chemical storm. Oh, you know the feeling, right? You go to say hi and your voice cracks. Your palms get all sweaty and your heart feels like it's trying to escape your chest. It feels completely overwhelming, but what you're feeling isn't some big mystery. It's a very, very real biological reaction. And the main culprit here? It's a chemical called norepinephrine. This is basically a stress hormone that jacks up your focus and alertness. It's part of your whole fight or flight response. And when you're really attracted to someone, your brain just floods your system with it. That's what makes you feel so alert and so nervous and so incredibly excited all at the same time. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. On the left, you see a normal brain, pretty stable. But on the right, the brain in love, something weird happens. Your levels of serotonin, the chemical that keeps your mood stable, actually drop. And that's exactly why you can't stop thinking about that person. Your brain gets stuck in this obsessive loop. Yeah, welcome to obsession mode. Okay, but that intense, chaotic storm, it can't last forever. If the connection starts to get deeper, the brain's chemistry begins to shift. It moves away from that frantic excitement toward a feeling of calm, of safety. Let's see how that happens. As you start to build trust, really simple things like a deep conversation, a warm hug, even just holding someone's gaze for a little longer than usual, they become incredibly powerful. Every single one of these moments is triggering a profound chemical change in your brain. And that change is being driven by oxytocin. You've probably heard of it as the cuddle hormone or the bonding hormone. It's this amazing chemical that dials down anxiety and creates feelings of trust, calm, and a deep emotional connection. It's literally the chemical glue that starts turning attraction into attachment. So where dopamine told you to look again, oxytocin sends a much, much deeper message. It's a feeling of comfort, a feeling of home. This is the big shift, from seeing someone as just exciting to seeing them as, well, essential. So the spark was lit, you survived the chemical storm, and the bond is starting to form. Now, your brain performs its final and most crucial analysis. It's looking way beyond the immediate feelings to figure out if this is actually compatible for the long haul. This is basically the brain's long-term checklist. It's a multi-system checkup. You've got sex hormones like testosterone and estrogen still handling the physical attraction. Then another hormone, vasopressin, kicks in to promote long-term loyalty. And then you have the amygdala, your brain's emotional memory bank. It's scanning this new person and comparing them against all your past experiences, good and bad, to make sure you're safe. It's only when all of these incredibly complex systems, the reward, the stress, the bonding, the memory checks, when they all align and give a collective thumbs up, that's when your brain finally makes its decision. So the next time you feel yourself falling for someone, Just remember this incredible biological symphony that's happening right under the surface. It's not magic, but honestly, the reality of it is just as amazing. It's really this beautiful and complex dance, right? It's a mix of your body's raw biology, the unique chemistry of your brain, the entire library of your past memories, and those ancient survival instincts that we all carry with us. And that brings us right back to where we started. Love might not be a conscious choice, not in the way we usually think about it. It's more like a profound biological verdict delivered by our brain, a verdict that we end up feeling emotionally in what we call the heart. Which leaves us with one last pretty fascinating question to chew on. If it's all happening in our brain, why do we feel it so deeply in our chest? What's the heart's real role in this whole biological story? Something to think about.